Good morning, students. In today's lecture, we will see figures of speech in English. In this lecture, we will see selected figures of speech in English language. First of all, we will see what is a figure of speech. A figure of speech are special ways of using language to express ideas more effectively, vividly, and creatively instead of using words in their literal meaning. Figures of speech gives them a deeper imaginative or symbolic meaning. They are an essential part of the English language, especially in literature where writers aims to make the work more engaging and impactful. For example, we normally say, she is as beautiful as Rose. We can simply say that she is beautiful, but instead of that we are saying she is as beautiful as Rose. Here we are using figure of speech as a ornamentation to the language. At its core, a figure of speech is a systematic stylistic device. It helps writers and speakers communicate complex ideas, emotions, and images in a more interesting and powerful way. For example, instead of saying he is very brave, or might say one might say he is as brave as a lion. This not only conveys the idea of bravery but also creates a strong mental image in reader's mind. Very first type of figure of speech is simile. Simile is a comparison between two different things using like or as. For example, my love is like a red rose. And the line is by Robert Burns. And second example is as brave as a lion. When to use the simile, the comparison helps readers visualize qualities clearly. What effect simile gives creates vivid image in reader's mind, makes description more relatable and expensive. The a second type of figure of speech is metaphor. Definition. A metaphor directly compares two unlike things without using like or as. For example, all the world is staged, all the men and women merely are players. This line is by William Shakespeare, and the second one is time is a thief. What impact metaphor gives to the language? It equates one thing with another to suggest deeper meaning. What effects it adds to the language? Depth and symbolism makes abstract ideas easier to understand. The third figure of speech in English language is personification. This personification means giving human qualities to animals, objects, or ideas, or especially non-living things. For example, the wind whispers through the trees. That we know that wind is not having the mouth to speak, but here the poet has given wind the human qualities. Because the second example is because I could not stop for that, he kindly stopped for me. Emily Dickinson. We generally compare non-human things to the human qualities. What effects personification gives to the language is makes description more lively, helps readers to emotionally connect. Next type of the figure of speech is hyperbole. Here, a deliberate exaggeration used in the language. For example, I will love you till the seas go dry. We know that the sea is not going to dry. And the second example is a thousand times good night by Shakespeare. This hyperbole effects emphasizes strong emotions, adds dramatic effect to the language. The next type of the figure of speech is alliteration. It repeats the initial consonant sound in nearby words. For example, full phantom 5, thy father lies. And she sells by the seashore. Here the consonants initial in this example we can easily see that initial consonant sounds of the words are repeated, and what it how it is affecting on the language is it is enhancing rhythm and flow, makes phrases memorable. So these are the selected five types of the figures of speech. There are many, but in this we will see this five only. Thank you.